Hello and welcome. Yes, it is December. I left the Start from Spring mod on again. We went through the year so quickly. I did think I'd do this off camera, but then I thought I'd give you all a laugh. Yeah, we'll call this my folly. When we last did this, basically, I did this in two, and this time I thought, I'm sure I could there were only 8 bales on that second thing, I'm sure I can put those 8 bales on this. Well, it went wrong in the middle, as you can see. And we've also got 4 on the telehandler, which is a little bit naughty. That, however, can cope really, really well. Yeah, really, really chuffed with how that is since we put the weight in. That normally can't cope with any weight at the back. Neither can not even the TLX can either. So that is phenomenal. Proper weight makes all the difference in the back. I do like to use the proper trucks. They have got the capability. It's just that yeah. Yeah, this is a voiceover, by the way. I'll probably talk past tense rather than first tense, so just sort of warning you. Yeah, this is a voiceover. I'm not going to tell you why, but yeah, it. Yeah, to literally do this from a backup save, which the starting spring mod actually destroys the save when it goes wrong the next year if you've still got it active. It says it doesn't, but it does. Yeah, I've got the video evidence proof on almost every single Let's Play where I make the silly mistake. It's so easy to forget you've got it ticked. I try to most of the time tick it the very first session after the first beginning, because you can do, but of course you just get engrossed in the actual Let's Play. I'm going to have to think of a name for our dog. Yeah, the tree limbs, obviously in real life you'd push them aside, but obviously they've got proper collisions, so therefore you can't just brush them aside like you could in real life. Yeah, so if you're having moments of deja vu, that's because yes, we did pack this away last session. Yeah, we're literally right back in December. The one good thing is that we are going to learn from the mistakes we made the first time round. Yes. I hate it when you know what's going to happen because you've already done it. Because you're tempted to say things that are going to ruin things. Yeah, it is true. I'm listening on my headset to what I'm saying originally, so and it is true. It is. I call this my folly, because you get that you have a decision where you think, yeah, I can do that, and then when you part the way through, you think this is a silly decision, but you think, no, we'll carry on, we're all right, and then it gets worse and worse and worse before you get to that disastrous moment where you think, I really should have listened at the beginning, or I should have done it properly. So the moral of this story is, yeah, listen to that voice of sensibleness. Don't do what I've done. I got away with it pretty much this time, sort of, but yeah, it's. Yeah, I'm talking about buying the Anderson like we did last time. The Anderson trailer. I would like to do that. I'm hoping that we sort of do that. Now, obviously, the one good thing is we should get max price for seeds. Yeah, doing it this way. Yeah, I was just saying I've got the John Deere ready for to go down to the shop and grab some bits and bobs. But the John Deere is slow, so we usually take the Massey. But yeah. Yeah, I'm just literally saying what I've just already said. That obviously the good thing is we can stick the straw manure on the old French dovecote, which is the one thing we forgot to do. Now I know there's nothing in it at the minute, but there will be in a minute. So yeah. So this is, as I'm saying, yeah, it is going to process more because obviously we forgot to do this for 1 month last time. So if anything, the money should be more this time because it will have processed more than it did the first time. So we missed a complete month because of my, yeah, I'd say it's fantastic. 308 tons. It's not even batting an eyelid. It's managing now. Normally that would be putting so much pressure on the hitch that it just wouldn't cope with that kind of weight. Yeah, I'm just saying how precarious that is, and you. Yeah, I also didn't get my angles right this time like I did last time. I did that like it was a much better reverse last time, and now I'm going to hit the production shed as well. Yeah, I'm saying let's get the telehandler. Well, it is its job after all said and done, so let's use the right tool for the right job. It is a sensible thing. Yeah, a bit naughty on the straps. Yeah, apologise. Again, it was going to be off camera. I wasn't trying to do any of this on camera. Let's see if we can get these two. I'm going to try and stay present tense whenever possible. Yeah, because it sounds a lot more natural, even though you're dubbing it on afterwards. Yeah, just we did do everything else bar that one thing on the productions, so we should be good on everything else. I do like those flowers; they are a nice touch. I'm gonna try and remember that on those. Yeah, not all maps give you all of the options. There's a few that I've had where they've only got about 4 or 5 different things for you to use for your painting, which is, whereas Oxygen David has given us lots. Oh. Yeah, they say that the Oxygen David, obviously for our benefit, the player has made the sell points where the price of seeds are low, but the downside is if you're selling seeds, obviously you need to put another off-map selling point. I've actually already placed that, and I put it somewhere different to the last time. Not on our land, I might add, but yeah, really, because I wanted to show you the place. It's not that far away where it is. It's also different. That's what I thought. It's different to where we did it last time. Yeah, I was going to literally just do all of this off camera, but I thought the one thing you can't control, and I've said this quite a few times, is you can get different things in the sales every morning. So if I'd have turned up next session and I'd have had like 3 tractors different to what you saw in the finale where we ended in March, then you'd like think, huh? Where did he get this tractor from? So that's why I've done this. Yeah, it's completely different now. The footage is a completely different sort of thing than we did the first time, truly. So it is different. Yeah, I've no idea though why last time when we went under the farm supply production that it actually gave us the production sheds menu. I've never seen a mod do that before ever. Yeah. Yeah, this tree is a little bit in the wrong place, and the dog is determined to get run over this morning. Yeah, so I must find him a name, or her a name actually for that matter. Yeah, we are actually emptying from the farm supply production. This session is most about animals more than anything. We're going to catch up in time, but the biggest thing that I really want to do, which I've been building up to all year, is to try to get the animals in, or at least the cows and the rabbits. That is the the name of the game. It's yeah, the session is about an hour long, but it is mainly, once we've got caught up in time, which this doesn't take too long, it's then all about the animals. Yeah, finding out where to feed them, where to put the straw in, do they need water, where's the manure point, all that type of stuff. Yeah, I'm just saying, it is true. Half measures, when you half try to do a job and you try to cut a corner and you know it's going to catch you, but you still try to do it anyway because you think you might get away with it, and most of the time it causes more of an issue than if you'd have just done it properly in the first place. But we all, it's easy to say, you know, after the fact, isn't it? But I love the chains in that. I think they're amazing. Lovely little trailers. Yeah, just gonna have a look at the price of the seeds. Yeah, and it's gone up. Last time it was a 1.5. So for some reason this time when we put the sell everything down, it actually did. Now obviously the price is, yeah, and it says top price is 1,960, so we're slightly under that, but we're definitely going to go for it. So it's just literally coming down from the top price. So we're going right now. We're going to sell our 25 and over a half tons at, and yeah, I'm taking you to the new place where I put the sell everything mod. It's not too far, but it's not. Yeah, I didn't want to put it on our land. I paid for it myself out of our money. Yeah, I'm deliberating. Is it this one or is it the next one? It is actually this one. Yeah, it's there's like a yard behind with a crane, and I thought it was interesting. I thought, let's stick it round here, stick the sell point, because it also brings out some of the map. I did a flyover earlier to try and place this, and I got lost and pretty much wandered all over the map with a flyover, and there's some very interesting things that I'd love to bring out. I think one session we'll probably do a bit of a wander around all while we're leaving pit things seeding and tractors working. I think we'll pop out with the truck and we'll have a wander and have a good look around, a poke around. Yeah, I'm gonna just trying to see if I can see any collectibles, also to show you the beauty of the map. It is. Alexa, stop. Apologies for that. Yeah, I'm just saying there's some interesting buildings, and there are. This is where I'm going to trespass, which I wouldn't do in real life. I really wouldn't. Yeah, not only for the. I love looking in these windows. I made a joke, just waiting for the angry fist shaking at me through the window. Then I said, "We'll do a runner," which is definitely true. I wouldn't do this in real life. That's what I'm just saying as well. It is amazing. Look at the detail on that. I've never seen a map maker quite. I've seen pictures, but that looks three-dimensional. It really looks phenomenal. I don't know how Oxygen David's done it. Apparently, yeah, we're going to use those and we're going to hop over because yeah, they seem to be put there rather in a good place because we couldn't get in here other than this. I was saying also, Oxygen David has hidden the collectibles. One thing I'll say about Calmsden, the collectibles were deliberately so, I think, just left scattered around for you to find. They're really easy to find, but on this, they are really, yeah. I mean, we've got some in the front gardens, but seriously, I'm at a loss. And I realise at this moment that how am I going to get back over? And then I said, I'm going to map hop. I was going to tab, and then I thought, no, I don't need to do that. I can just map hop. There we are. Now I need to do the second set. 126,273. Amazing. This really is going to be the Anderson money. This is going to make the difference. I mean, not we might spend this on. I know what we're going to do, but you know what I mean. In truth, this extra money is going to basically buy the Anderson. It does put us in a unique position though, and this was on the original, which I'll not spoil the surprise. Yeah. Wow, that is brilliant. Yeah, that is a good idea. I think we're going to go for it. I do. This is what I was saying about advantages to doing this again sometimes, because we know how well we did with the time before, and we're also going to have done better because we've done it earlier. So there we go. We bought the Fendt. 296 horsepower. Beautiful. And again, I didn't do that last time because literally you've been a little bit cautious. You don't sure how well you're going to do. Yeah, we're going to change over the way now, because we can do the to make it a bit more streamlined so we don't lose anything. Yeah, this is a tricky gate, so I'm going to have to go out on the road a little bit. I don't think I'm out far enough. Nope. Still, farmers do this all the time. Every day you've got to, so... and of course the gate's playing awkward, because I'm trying to rush. Yeah, 25,865. It's a little bit on the low side, but we know how well we're going to do. Ish. No, that's true. There's only 50 cows max in the enclosure, so we're not going big. Yeah, now we're just going to go through the winter. Yeah, we're going to let the processors start, because I always find if you just sleep straight away, they don't start the processors. Yeah, it's going nicely. Yeah, the manure starts sifting through to the BGA and the fertiliser business in the production shed. Yeah, and that's beginning to tick up. Yeah, a bit different from last time. We've now got the Fendt. We didn't have the Fendt last time. Yeah, we may not be able to afford the Anderson, I've just said. Well, that's a nice tick up though. I'm not sure whether you can still... It shows 12 pieces, 36 pieces and 38 pieces. Can you still do that, or does it just mean that you can add chickens as well? I'm not sure. Never tried it. I just thought we'd not taken our oats, but we did. That's how we got the money for the Fendt. Yeah, it's a bit soul destroying having to do this all over again. As soul destroying as having to... I only do this, I don't really expect people to watch it through a second time when you've already watched it, but it's that, I always say, chain of evidence. And this proves something. The weather's the same, because this did exactly the same thing, and this was my sort of theory. Does it or does it not repeat, or is it like these? Because this is random. This we've proved time and time again. You get completely different things, so there's a random element to this. But the weather follows exactly the same pattern, that on March morning, the weather between 10 and 11 is going to rain. Exactly the same as it was before. So the weather is predictable in so much as, yeah, giants have got some sort of variables that sort of randomly do that, but it does stay the same, so it must be worked out per month or a couple of months in advance and write it down in a variable somewhere, because it's definitely the same. Wow, look at that. And that's it, we have reached March morning. Yeah, I couldn't remember the time. I was like saying, was it between 9 and 10? But it was, yeah, at 10 o'clock and finishes at 11, well-ish. About 20 past 11, I think, from memory. Yeah, I was just saying that we're going to have to buy, because obviously we changed the plans. We were going to mix, and then we weren't, and then we were going to, but then now we're going to have to buy it. I'm just looking for where we're going to put the H2 Studios. There's not very much room down that end, really. What is very bumpy, so I don't know. I'm thinking about the silver tank down the bottom, but I'm saying no, no, no. I'm saying let's not go off any half-baked. Let's go and properly look and examine properly. It's true. Yeah, nothing we want out of there. Right, smashing. We are buying the Anderson. Fantastic. Saying let's grab the Massey because this makes more sense because of the trailers. I'm saying I am going to mix though. I am, but then I changed my mind and said, well, no, because we're doing the BGA model now, because it suits what the storyline to for this. I'm not going to say any more than that, but yeah, it does. So yeah, we obviously changed the plan a little because of my original mistake, and that's what I was just saying. It's amazing how one little mistake can have massive ramifications further on. It's like a chain reaction of things that you have to change your course in this area, and that area, and the other area. It is true. Yeah, I was just saying, obviously used to work for a company called Erlang Village International Leisure. I was just saying one of the employees used to send a shiver down your back. They used to call a cold carer, but I was also saying that was nothing in comparison to the CEO who we used to name Emperor Ian after Emperor Palpatine out of Star Wars. So I'll leave that to your own imagination as to what we mean. Yeah, and I was just saying apologise for I was dragging that. I could not get that in right, but I'm just going to shut the door. This looks messy. Just checking out the cowshed just to see which way you come from, what's the best way, how are you supposed to do this. Those little silver doors open as well, so you can come in through both sides. Yeah, I'm not sure which is what. I mean, I know in retrospect now which is which, but I'm not going to spoil it. This is me trying to figure it out. Do not use water for drinking, it says clearly. Yes, that is where we drop the food. It's got a trough there. I've still not figured it out yet. Hindsight is such a wonderful thing. Yeah, I'm just saying that that's water, and obviously it's filled, so this is one where we don't need to bring water in. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just figuring out that the muck on the floor says the fact that obviously the cows mill around in right where we are, and that's also the milk point, which I think that's a fair safe bet. Just looking at the capacities, the 120 tonnes and the 80 tonnes, the 20 tonnes and the 100 tonnes of all the different things. I'm looking at that land at the side, which doesn't actually do any purpose, but I'm not wanting to block it out in case we ever put something small down the side, so I pull up a cunning plan. Yeah, we can't demolish the fence. It's an immovable object. It might be our farm on paper, but it's not completely. Yeah, that, I was just saying it's not the first time I've straddled a fence and built it over it, which is, you could do it really, and means you don't block that way off. Smashing, done. Yeah, I'm determined I'm going to crack on with this swivel axle, and for some reason, even though I've seen the actual food troughs, I think that down there is where we drop the food. Yes, you can all look away and laugh now. It's true. Hindsight is a fantastic thing. Yeah, I'm just going through the fact that some people like the fact that you can pick up manure from a trailer in some, and then some people don't. I was just saying I'm indifferent to it. I don't really mind. It is what it is. I'll go with whatever, whether we have to bucket it up or whether we have to just say fill the trailer. It is what it is. Game mechanics rule is king, as I often say. Yeah, I was just saying I bought Holsteins on the last farm. I always try to go from one to the other, so I don't always favour Holsteins over the Swiss. Now that obviously Holsteins used to be an FS19, apparently supposed to be the very best for milk, so I always used to buy Holsteins for that very reason. But now this, I don't. Well, it doesn't say there's a difference, so I always go between brown Swiss and Holsteins between each different Let's Play, so I don't favour any one over the other. Yeah, we're going for. I'm sticking my neck out and saying 30. Yeah, smashing. So 30 it is. 30 cows. What we've waited for all year has happened, and there they are inside there. Yeah, I'm just saying it'd be silly to take two trailers in with this because you've got no control over reversing. He says with a swivel axle trailer. Yeah, I'm saying that it's not going to be big enough to do this. Really, it's not. It's. But at the minute, I'm just like determined to crack on, which is a bit silly, really. I do see sense shortly. I do. But yeah, for now I'm just trying to crack on with what we've got. But you just can't do it. And we've got the money. It's daft, really. But I suppose it's sort of showing loyalty to your equipment. But it's not very. With a normal trailer, you could reverse out of here. It's amazing when you record after the facts how you waffle on the first time, but you don't. It's weird how the human brain's wired to be natural and flow, but when you come back to do a recording, it's just not the same. I can waffle for England when I'm literally live. When I'm like this, I'm like, it just feels strange. Yeah, I'm getting ready to reverse, and boy do I go a long way back. Mind you, I suppose I had no choice really. Yeah, I apologise for this. Although, no, I think I didn't do badly actually, because it's not that easy really to swivel axle reversing. But I have gone back an awful long way. Talk about make things harder. Yeah, I'm just saying it's so easy to lose it. It is. You've got to really concentrate. I think it helps to see the bar. Yeah, I know how well I do. I also know in retrospect that it's totally pointless. That it's not the right place. If I'd have paid attention to the feed trough, I would know. I already said it's the milk place, and it is. And I would imagine you guys and gals are also equally saying that to the screens. It's the milk. What are you doing? Right. Let's have another go. It didn't do too bad, I suppose, really. I've got to be fair. It's not the easiest of skills. It's so easy to lose it. So also, I do say this in a minute, it's a long way back, and it is. It's an awful long way if you've got a swivel axle. You'd think I'd... Yeah, I'm laughing at myself. Yeah, I'm saying, why did I agree to do this? Yes, it is. I agree. I'm saying it's amazing I do silly things at times, and it is. Right, come on. When's the penny going to drop? Mind you, I'm persevering in my reversing. Practice makes perfect. Oh, wow, you can see the cows through the skylights. Look at the green on the skylights. What attention to detail. Yeah, I was just saying, the big tanker would be a nightmare to reverse in that with having a dolly. So that's... Yeah, we're going to have to do something different about that as well. I was saying you might be able to get it from the outside, but I don't think so. Yeah, I'm now second guessing myself and saying I'm sure it's the milk, which is finally I see sense. Yeah, we're going to pop to the shop and actually buy some things to do. Yeah, this is not right. We can't make do with this. Finally seen sense. Yes, it does make perfect sense. You wally. Amazing, isn't it, hindsight? Yeah, I was saying you could drive straight through. Yeah, I'm going to obviously put that food into the... going to try the troughs. Yeah, I'm just saying everyone's going to be shouting at the screen and saying, that's going to be the milk. And I would say you probably were. Do like these little things as well. The fact that they actually unload underneath. It's a little bit slow, but perfect for feeding animals. And that if it wasn't a swivel axle, yeah, we're good at access. Fantastic for selling things at sell points and stuff like that. It's just the swivel axle, but then it is £4,000, euros, or dollars per one. So what can you say? Look at the detail on the floor. Amazing, including the cow muck. I was just saying the food's not appearing in the trough. But I think it's because it's like the tip of the iceberg. I don't think it's not appearing. It's just that I've not put enough in for it to appear. I don't notice later though. Actually, I can't remember whether it does actually appear. I'm just saying what a hack job I do of reversing. Yeah, but I say it does go the way I wanted it to go, which is true. It did. Yeah, we're going to buy the Omatana, the little Omatana, not the Unreal capacity, but the 20 tonner to get the milk out because it's just too... Is this where I'm going to try and go for straw? No. No, I'm still going for TMR, I think. I don't know why I still carried on with this when I already said I'm going to go down to the shop. Yeah, I was saying that if this were my farm, wink wink, then I would rip these fences out and actually make really good use of this area. It's a bit of wasted space, but as it is, you can't delete the fences. It's sort of a bit of I think I'd still fence it. I'd fence probably around the edge of the water, and I'd make use of it for either productions or something. It just seems such a waste of land, really, that we can't really do much with it. It's too narrow. It's such a shame. Yeah, and I was also saying that, like on Oxygen, David is renowned for his little tricks. In so much as like there was free fields, or actually I think it was Oakfield as well. There were free fields at the top of the map. I think Mr. CDP showed that on one of his episodes. I ran a couple of Let's Plays based upon that. Also, Calmsden, the free sort of bit in the centre, that was amazing. I'd figured out one of them. There was another one, but you couldn't get into it. I mean, you could go through the hedge, but you would never do that in a Let's Play. But yeah, there was another area that was free, as well as the one that you could get into that was sort of very well hidden at the back of the farm. That was amazing. A fantastic amount of area that was. A brilliant idea. Do love that when Oxygen David does things like that. It's amazing. Still in the red. I was looking at the base food, 85%, and thinking perhaps that is that additional the alfalfa and the alfalfa hay. Perhaps that's something to do with that. But then I said, well, TMR's 100% effective, so what does it matter? Still, I would like to feature things that are map dependent. It is nice to bring things in. I don't think I've ever done alfalfa, ever. Or did I do it once? Not sure. I was saying that's not bad. It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. Yeah, finally we're going to buy the Omatana, the water one. Well, the liquid tanker, not the water. But we're going to buy the real one. Well, cheeky one, but not unreal. Yeah, just going to buy a non-swivel axle trailer. And I said the Omatana fits the map, but in a way, the one thing I forgot about this was the fact it's a raise. Yeah, it's not a push. Really, something like the Brantner or something like that would be ideal, but it is obviously a little bit more expensive. But yeah, the TARDIS doesn't rise very high though, because it's very quick opening. So the shed actually does accommodate it, which I do show in a bit. Yeah, and remember that I need the weight because I've stuck the other one on the back of the pickup, and it does really makes a difference. I've put bales on before, and it's sort of made a slight difference, but that weight it's not shifted at all since we did that. Fantastic. I highly recommend it. Yeah, it's on about. We definitely want to do rabbits. I definitely want to do that. I was meaning to do them first, but got carried away with the. Yeah, also see the chickens as well. I don't think I see them yet. Let's not step out of line with what we're saying. Yeah, it's on about. We're going to grab 2 of the bales and see if it supports bales. And I'm just saying any second now that it could go either way. That Oxygen David may or may not support bales. He may need loose. You might need bales. I think actually usually nearly all his maps are loose. Thinking about it. Yeah, I was on about if it weren't for buying the animals, I would have bought another field. So yeah, I did. As I said, I thought I heard rain and thunder, but it's not actually. It's the wind. As you come in this field, there's quite a lot of wind, which is fantastic. Because later on, I do come through that opening, and it does exactly the same. And yeah, and I was just saying, I did exactly the same thing earlier. You would not think that you could knock it down and then knock it back up, but yeah, I seem to do it all the time. Yeah, it's true. I'm saying you couldn't do that if you tried. When you want it to do it, it doesn't. Yeah, I'm just trying to work out where the straw goes. And also, does it accept bales? No, I know the answer to this question, but I'm not going to ruin it. Yeah, I'm saying I don't know what this is. Yeah, it's not connected to anything. It doesn't say. I think it's an old manure pit, or is it that Oxygen David decided to incorporate the muck inside? It's one of those quandaries. I'm saying, is this where we drop them? Or not? Yeah, I'm just sort of looking. Although we all know it doesn't really show the thing for food, it shows a trough. Yeah, I'm saying we don't know if it's going to accept bales anyway, but oh, I keep doing that. It looks like I'm far enough down and I don't grab the bottom one. Yeah, doors open, I am right. Yeah, I'm saying it makes sense to me if the bedding goes in here. Nope. Yeah, I was just saying that it's got to be loose. It's got to be. Yeah, it is the milk. I'm just saying there is the other one, but that's got to be the milk, and I'm right. It is. It's right next to the milk tanker. Common sense should prevail. I was just saying, and that what I just said a few minutes ago, that there was one map that Oxygen Dave did that I could not do the bedding. I couldn't find, and it wasn't really obvious. I had to go on YouTube to find out where it was, where you actually put it. But yeah, it's yeah. I'm saying it's got to be loose, and I am. Yeah, I know it is now because I've done it. But yeah, I am right. It is loose, definitely. Yeah, I'm just going to say we're going to go popping down the shop. We're going to grab the fence and a few bits and bobs. But I'm going to do it off camera. Right, we are down at the shop. Yeah, going to repair this. Obviously, yeah, 67%, not bad. Not bad at all. I was saying as well, I think the very first time that you do repair, I was going to hook this lot up and then I realised, what am I going to drag those up the ramps and repair them with me? So yeah, I changed my mind and let's repair this on camera. That's why I brought you down here. I didn't want to do this off camera. I do always like to show you me doing the repairs on camera. I think it's important. And I was saying that I think the very first time that you repair your vehicles, I think it totally ignores any kind of settings that you've got. If you're using the paint and repair settings mod, I don't think it takes any notice of this first time. I swear some of the high costs that you can get from a tractor now, but then later on for sort of something similar, it seems, however your paint settings are, that it really is yeah, affected by it then, but not at the beginning. So I swear that, having observed this many times, yeah, educated guess, but I do truly think it is. It's beautiful to have this fan. I'm so chuffed. I really did want it the first time around, but obviously I wasn't sure. And having been through this time I realised, well, you can still have the fence and you could have cracked on, but you don't always know that. So the fact that we had a second chance at this almost makes worthwhile this particular episode. So yeah, to me personally, of course you don't have to watch. I do realise that this was probably the only difference that we had really for the session. with the original sort of run through. Well, no, actually that's not true. We also switched on due to remembering the fact that I'd gone wrong. Yes, and I even remembered to send the John Deere down. That was a bit of a surprise, a bit of a trick. But yeah, wasn't there in time. Obviously, it is the slowest tractor we've got, but then it's 4 miles an hour different really to the Massey, so is that so much of a difference? Not really, is it, truthfully? It'd be nice though to travel down to the shop. Well, we've got the truck as well. I'm going to be coming down to the shop as much as possible with the truck, with the trailer now, because that can pick up an awful lot. Obviously I know we have got a fork truck down there, but it only can lift sort of pallets, and I suppose you can lift big bags as well, truly, but yeah, not so easy. I suppose, yeah, I'm going to give it a better effort. I often, mind you, the thing is, what really gets me really is the fact that you can't lift things like the pallets, or can you? I bet you can actually, thinking about it. They're specially equipped. I was thinking of the 5-ton pallets, thinking, nah, he'll never manage that, but it really is equipped for that, so we shall see, actually. Yeah, I think it's just me thinking it can't actually manage it, so... Right, I shall see you up at the farm. I thought I'd switch the cameras on just to let you know that there was no reset going on here, so this is about the midpoint, so I'm going to see you shortly. I just wanted to prove that I actually did this. See you at the farm. Right, nearly there. Just coming down the road to the farm. I thought I'd do this. I've showed you the shot, the middle, and now pretty much home. So, yeah, but I didn't reset it. Just, I know you probably believe me anyway, but I do reset it sometimes. So, this one's proof that I didn't this time. And the John Deere is, as you can see on the minimap, bringing up the rear guard. So, yeah. Now it's animals. Let's crack on. I mean, I know I've got the cows already. That's not what I mean, but yeah, we've got to rabbits. It's what I'm thinking. We need to get them done. Right, what are we looking at? Yes, yeah. Just checking to see how much food we still need. Yeah, it's quite a bit really. I love this. Yeah, I know I'm not going to ruin it. I'll let you have a laugh. Yeah, it's a tight yard, but it is, as farmyards do tend to be in Britain, I've got to be honest. There are many like this. Not all though. Yes, there's still some that are... This at least we should be able to reverse with quite nicely without having to do a turnaround. I don't think the 70 tonner though would suit this really, or at least not coming down little bits like this really. It would be a bit of a tricky one to reverse. Right. Now then, straw. We've got 20 tons of straw, and yeah, we've got that. I think that's what we're going to do next. I'm sure I do that next. It's nice to see some cows in there. It really is. Not a bad start either. 30 out of 50. I could have bought all 50, I know, but I do like there to be a bit of growth, natural growth, even though then you've got pubescence and adolescence and all the rest of it. So in some ways it allows for natural growth, and I like that. It's nice to see growth in anything really. Yeah, now I'll give you a laugh now. What have I done wrong? Yes, good job it's that. If that had been any other one, it would have had a right dicky fit. Yeah, because obviously it only opens for a second or two. It's got such a fantastic unload rate that it really doesn't take long. Now, actually, inside that shed, there is enough room for us to actually put that in properly. I do get it right in the end. Right. Right, let's go and stick it. Yeah, we're using the Omatana as a to make it go into loose, and then we're going to grab that in the tray there. I do love that feature of the Omatana. It's worth, when you consider all of the uses of this particular production, farm supply production, it is fantastic. It really is worth every last penny. You know, there's so much that it does, making seeds, mixing TMR. It's small. Its cycles are insane. Yeah, I mean, silage with digestate. It just goes on and on and on, really, on how fantastic it is. Amazing. Let's grab some water. This is more for the rabbits. The cows they're already fine as they are. Yeah, I will switch the zone markers off. This is just mainly for the rabbits, so I apologise for the lack of immersion. Yeah, it's weird. I used to have these on all the time. I never thought anything of it really, but it is true. Mr. CDP often was going on about immersion on this. I thought I resisted for a while and thought no, people are used to seeing them, and then I thought, yeah, but they are a little bit intrusive. It's more like real life if you switch them off. So yeah, it's there's little tricks you can employ, like me, that I do the paint blobs, or that the flowers in front of the French stuff coats. Yeah, there's little tricks. There are. I mean, it won't be the first time I put a grate down. In fact, yeah, I'm trying to get into good habits. I've not done it in front of either of these two. I like to stick it down so that at least it looks like it's going into a hole in the floor rather than into the floor itself. Looks a little bit more realistic. I've got to get into better habits. I do it sometimes and then forget other times. Ooh. My bad. Now I'm trying to reverse. I was going to say, I wondered what I was trying to do then. Maybe I'm trying to reverse and find a decent angle to sort of get back out. Oh no, I am. Yeah, I was going to say I'm not putting it into the French dovecote. Yeah, I'm going to clout that again, aren't I? As good as it is at steering, doesn't help with the weight on the front either. Yeah. Yeah, it accepts 20 tons, which is why I've got this is for the cows. This one, yeah, I know we've been talking about the rabbits, and that on the left is where I noticed finally the chickens on the left. Yeah, I think they must run around in the yard. It must be like the lot of the older sets. Yeah, this is where I first, although loads of times it's been showing on the info, I very rarely see that. So there's 50 chickens, which we will get. I mean, yeah, we'll buy a little bit of chicken food. It's not like 50 chicken. We'll buy the full 50 as well. I'm not going to faff around. Yeah, it's not like they're not going to produce an awful lot of eggs, but it'd be enough for us. And yeah, I still haven't done cakes. I keep threatening to do cakes on a Let's Play, and I still never got around to doing it. Now, that is one thing I saw in my flyover. I sort of flew over the map trying to place the sell points before this, and I got lost totally around the map, and there's like greenhouses. I still did it again. I do get it right. I do. Eventually. Third time lucky, as the saying goes. Not that I'm saying it for a lucky perspective, but yeah, it's more of a lesson learned from the two failures I've just done. Yeah, 60 tons. It's in the yellow. Straw's full. Well, pretty much full. It's definitely in the green. Ooh. Yeah, the base food at the bottom really interests me. I'm intrigued what that is, whether it's alfalfa or what, whether that's doesn't give a bonus. I mean, we've got TMR, which is 100%, so it's not like we're giving them bad food or anything. But yeah, it would be interesting to see what base food is. And I actually have a sensible moment where I actually think, let's reverse. Yeah, now the rabbit's food is interesting, as you'll see in a few minutes when we actually go for that. It rather intrigued me. I was thinking it would probably be something like hay, or I mean, in real life, I've had pellets. I've had rabbits, and they do have pellets, actually, yeah, like a complete food that's in pellet form. I mean, you can, obviously, what you buy for your pet rabbits, there are lots of different brands. I mean, I suppose that's balanced, but the ones for, commercial ones for rabbits tend to be like little tiny pellets. When we went into rabbits as a business many years ago, we pulled out almost instantly because it just didn't feel right. Yeah, I didn't like it at all. It's yeah, I don't like that kind of raising sort of animals. It's sort of a bit like chicken rearing in the cages. I just didn't like it, so we pulled out. I think we did one load, and then that we both, me and my wife, both said, you know, there's better ways to make money than this. Now watch and learn, Mr. Smith. This is how you actually do it. Yeah, and there is enough room in there. I did deliberately go wide near the post because I could see that it's the highest, the apex of the roof is at its highest point there. So I did learn eventually. However, don't expect me to get it right all the time, because this is me. I am a terror, as you all probably know, for forgetting, or when you're tired, or like you're charging around like a mad thing. Wow, that clutter there's a bit in the way, really. Like the pipes, those pile of pipes, that particular one at the very least is a little bit, yeah. I did remove all the clutter, all the tyres and all the rest of it, but it's all classed as one. It's classed as decoration. So if you remove one, you remove the whole lot, including the ramps in the workshop and everything. So I put them back. I thought I'd sooner have a bit of clutter than have, yeah, literally the ramps and that moving. I could have made do with the but the other thing is I didn't realise what else had gone that I hadn't found yet. So yeah, I don't no, is this, oh, I think we're buying the rabbits now, I'm almost sure. Nearing the end of the session now. It's about, I was determined that we were going to get the rabbits and the cows. We'll buy sheep as well, and the chickens, definitely. We'll just buy the food in fact, actually, I'll probably buy the Lort sets. Now, this is, I thought I'd gone on rabbits, and I didn't. I did go on baby rabbits. I meant to do rabbits, and I literally have got baby rabbits. Well, you can see actually that I'm quite clearly on baby rabbits, and for some reason I thought I was on rabbits. But yeah, I should have known by the price, really. But hey ho, it is what it is. We're rearing them from like, so we've got 15 out of 30. I don't know how. I think rabbits grow up very quickly from what I remember of ours, really. Yeah, this is where I'm going, oh, baby rabbits, I'm sure I bought full-grown rabbits. No, you didn't. Yeah, so grain, root crops and grass is the food, which was quite interesting. So grain, and what does it mean by grain? Any grain, I would imagine so. So perhaps, I don't know. This is the thing I was going away for. Literally, I don't find this out. So I want to end it so that we can literally come back, and tomorrow I can try. I should have just tried and got, oh no, I know what I was doing. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, I want the MX bucket thing that we've got. I can't tip it. So if I can reuse that adapter, and we can use the proper adapter, which will then mean I can pick up 3-point link tools, which the MX box is, the 2.2 box is. So then we can actually just grab some loose grain and just try it, because I'd sooner wait, you know, like try it in a little way, and so we can see what it actually means. So yeah, I'm basically just saying that yeah, we're about, we'll figure that out next time, definitely. Yeah, just having a quick look at the, so yeah, switching the zone markers off now. We've done, I think I can remember those really. Well, to be honest, you just go through the door. We bought the animals, that's all that really matters. This is me buying the adapter to make that all possible. So, yeah, so we can grab the 3-point things. I love this adapter. It's one of my favourite little things. Do not go on a Let's Play without it, really, because it's so amazing. We can change the adapter that we've got there, the FK Machinery one, so it adapts. In fact, I think it's already on front loader tools, so we don't need to. We just stick that straight on the front loader tools at the back, and then it'll adapt to 3 points. I think. If not, we'll change it. We'll make it work. It is brilliant. Now, £350 for that absolutely amazing thing. Truly is brilliant. Yeah, isn't this, don't I go to, yeah, the field info. I want to sort of do a quick recce and see what we're actually playing, because this session, after the rains come by 11 o'clock, 11:15, if I remember rightly, then basically we're going to be hitting these fields hard. This is the biggest field. Now, We know that in July we've got a massive 54 grand because it's 27 tons. Now, if we plant this year, I would imagine we'll probably get about 40. Looking at the yield on the other field, I think we'll get about 40, 45 tons of that, which would be like 90 odd grand. So yes, that's probably what we're aiming for. Just, yeah, checking the I was just seeing how much we got in there. It was 26 and a half, 26,700 and something. Yeah, 27,013. It's right in front of me. My bad. Yeah. Obviously, it had oats last time, so I don't know. I wouldn't have thought. I thought this would be a bit like legumes, like probably soy family. I would say field beans, or it could be unique, in which case we really don't need to worry about crop rotation. Now, obviously, we planted it in the field. Is it 56 or 54? I think it was 56. Now this is the one, yeah, that I'm going to grass this year. I said we're going to grass this one because it's got barley, so it's done. This is the hardest one to follow. I mean, we could go sugar beet, but it really makes sense with us having the BJ that we do grass quite on a big scale. So I thought actually this one suits to be grass this year. And 54, we obviously did the field beans this year. We could actually do oats, and it's a fairly big field. Yeah, I favour oats a lot. Oh no, I changed my mind. Yes, corn, because corn's got the highest yield. We can make seeds. So the highest yield is corn, so we'll do corn. Or is corn high? I'm thinking of if I'm chaffing. So actually the highest one other than that would be wheat, would be the highest yield. So maybe, yeah, it is. Well, it always used to be. I think it is. I think I'm getting confused with chaffing. Or is it? That's true, corn or wheat. Anyway, one of them will do. I'm going to check it up on YouTube to see. Anyway, all that remains to be said for this session is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.